Morning, boo boo. Hello, sir. You okay? I love the little bud. Hello, boo boo. Hello. This rather reminds me of Cairo back in the 1960s. Apart from the traffic noise, it wasn't quite so much traffic in Cairo at that time. There's a lot of horse-drawn carts, believe it or not, and we didn't have any of this modern signage. We certainly had a good time when up and down and I went to Cairo. And we'd sit in the afternoon sunshine, which is about 46 degrees Celsius, before we chased indoors with everyone. They used to call her the Cairo Queen. And I can certainly see why. She was very, very beautiful indeed. It was rather splendid when we used to walk together through the bustling crowds and markets. And she was often dressed in a blue and white, rather like a sailor's uniform would have been in the turn of the last century. I beg your pardon. Sort of around Edwardian times. And she would wear this rather perfect white, like the gating there, rather perfect white dress. And when the sun illuminated through the dress, you could see her shapely legs, much more. And many of the Cairo residents would tut-tut on her passing, and we used to walk hand in hand. And she had this blue sailor's type, I suppose you could call it like a sash type thing around her neck. She was rather dashing. And with her beautiful hair just touching her collar and her perfect pink face, it was rather special to recall these days in Cairo. This is why they called her the Cairo Queen. And the problem with having such a beautiful girl by your side is that everybody was looking at her and nobody was looking at me. And I used to wear a rather pale green derby type hat with the off brown rim, and it was a sun hat because it was very comforting on the head, I have to say. And I used to wear a light coloured suit, and she used to say to me, you look rather special in that suit, don't you? And I said, oh, thank you for saying so, up and down. And quite often she would get rather jealous if any British people or Europeans would look at me, especially the ladies with the lavishing eyes, and up and down used to take me by the hand and cross the street and said, I don't like these people looking at you. I prefer them looking at me. I said, well, you won't get the ladies looking at you. She said, everyone looks at me. I'm very special, you're not. And, yes, Cairo was a wonderful place, especially in the 60s. So these are some of the residential streets leading up to the hotel. It's a very quiet area, Qawra. I was speaking to a lovely lady down at that pub, Evan's. What a great conversation we had. Okay, I went for a coffee and ended up there for absolutely ages. But my hotel's up at towards the end, not the Crane, just a couple of blocks up there. And that's that Two Cherries pub I go in, which is very good. It's very hot today. Let's try to get the temperature actually. It's about 20, 21, maybe more, 22 maybe. So that's a much better photograph of the boozer that I go into, with the sun illuminating it. I've just got booked in for a haircut after my lunch, so I don't really need a haircut, but I thought I'll get it done here. Seen a lot of flapping about when I get back home to the UK, and probably do a better job as well than these amateurish Turkish hairdressers that spring up everywhere, which have no training at all except how to use a Braun shaving device that takes all your hair off your head, which one doesn't want. So let's go and have a cigarette.